Well, it's been a great weekend when you think of all that goes on here in the city of Chicago, the city of the blues, deep dish pizza. It's also the city of volleyball, 125 volleyball courts on the lakefront, 15 miles of beach here, and they're packed. Not year-round, I take it. The wind chill has a little bit something to do with that. But though it may not be the beaches of Southern California, a lot of volleyball going on all summer long here in Chicago. During the 14 Market Women's Pro Beach Volleyball Tour, Alberto VO5 and the WPVA will award 28 grants totaling $14,000 to fitness organizations that best motivate female participation in sports and fitness. These young women are members of the local Chicago grant winners of the Get in Condition with Team VO5. Soaking in the sun here at North Avenue Beach. It has been a week of upsets so far. We told you about that. And here's a look at Jennifer Meredith and Leanne Schuster, the 11th seeded team, their best finish ever, a 5th. And this is against Krista Bloomquist and Christine Schaefer, the 7th seed. They have a chance to finish 3rd.
Both teams played very well. Schuster, an up-and-comer on the tour, played collegiately at ASU, and Schaefer brought along a whole brood from Kentucky here, cheering for her. Great weekend for Schaefer and Bloomquist also.
A lot of teams all year long just on that cusp, on the verge of breaking through. And this week we see it with Masakayan and Young's, the 12 seed, although they've only been together for 3 tournaments now. But a lot of good young teams out here, and they keep changing too, don't they?
Yes, topsy-turvy. Constant partner changes out here.
Too much heat again from Holly McPeak. Elaine Young showing what she can do at the net.
Kind of deceiving to have Liz Masakayan seated 12th, though, with what she's done in the sport. It's only because she has been injured and only played off and on, and because Elaine Young started at the bottom this year. It's only their 3rd event together.
Right there, over in.
And Young's can't get there. So the side out back to Lisa Arce, who will serve. And the crowd appreciates the effort of Elaine Youngs. 12 kills for Lisa Arce so far.
You know, these two teams are really quite similar in the fact that they each have a taller player and a shorter, great defensive player like Liz Masakayan. This is a great scramble here by Elaine Youngs.
Couldn't quite get there, but
no. For a tall player at 6 feet, she really moved well, though, on defense. She and Lisa Arce both share that. Their roles on their teams very similar. They're strong net player, and then McPeak and Masakayan both have the defender role.
the serve just outside the line for Lisa Arce. Well, it is interesting to contrast the two teams and look at how they're made up. Really, Masakayan and Youngs are both emotional, fiery players. They show a lot of emotion out there. And Arce and McPeak, especially Holly, much more serious business in that she doesn't really show those emotions on her sleeve or her suit, if you will.
Yeah, McPeak and Arce, a very serious team.
And the placement shot from Masakayan. So it's 11-5. They inch just a little bit closer.
And there's a look at the defenders for each team. McPeak and Masakayan, both very crafty offensive players and great defenders, and both the leaders of their teams. They're the coaches.
There's no way to
their
defend
respective teams.
Can't defend against that, though. To the wide open part of the court.
Championship match.
And we looked at really the leaders of these two teams, and there's a look at, if you will, the pupils. Elaine Youngs on the left and Lisa Arce on the right.
Also the net players, both Arce and Youngs, are they're the offensive weapons for both teams and both good blockers.
Youngs into the net and over it. Well, you get a break now and then.
Yes.
Along with the clouds rolling in here, the wind has really picked up.
5-11.
She and Masakayan are really very similar players in their personalities. It's funny to hear their old UCLA stories. Like Young stepped in where Masakayan left off.
Net ball on the play for the point. 6-11.
Young at the net that time wins the joust. So the point to Masakayan and Youngs, and they're just down by 5. Take a look.
Such strong net play.
And that's against Lisa Arce, who's 5'11" and a
Yes.
great net player herself. With the wind picking up, the sand also is picked up, and that time Holly McPeak with a little in her eyes.
Youngs is very relaxed when you consider this is her first final she's ever played in her career. And that too is something that Masakayan has always had. You never see Masakayan get tense. And Youngs has that same personality, which you really need on the beach.
Here we go, Lee. Push here for 12 right now. Line!
Masakayan off the hand of Lisa Arce and the side out.
Notice McPeak and Arce are working Masakayan. All the serves are going to her. A couple of reasons. One, to test the setting of Elaine Youngs. Also, because Masakayan is starting to get fatigued.
Get up. I got it. Right there.
Look at McPeak get up and set that.
Quickness.
Can't get to that one, though. Elaine Youngs seemingly getting stronger as this match goes on.
She wants the ball. You can tell. She's not seeing the serve, so any chance she gets to swing at the ball, she's nailing it.
Getting more opportunities from Liz Masakayan and doing more with them.